Hello dear learners. In this age of artificial intelligence, we have to change the way we question ourselves. We put the question so that we actually encourage divergent thinking. And I'll take you in this lecture to a concept called as Vedic Maths, which has its roots in our Indian knowledge system, our traditional knowledge, in the way Indians understood mathematics long back. So Vedic Maths is age old from the times of Vedas, and today we will understand on easy ways of multiplication, of course in this age of artificial intelligence, because we need to understand the different modalities of operations, and one such way which comes very handy to us is in the form of Vedic Maths. So, let's look at, I'll just give you baseline for understanding the different ways of calculation, especially in the operation of multiplication. So, the first being when both numbers are less than the same base. So, you tell me here, I have put a number over here 96 into 95. So, when you talk of 96 and 95, which is the base which comes to your mind? So, when you talk of pure bases, the base which comes to our mind is 100, okay? The base is 100, right, in both the cases, and that is why we are saying that it is the same base. So, when you look at 96, how much is it less than 100? How much less? Instead of writing 4, only trick is, the hack is, you will write minus 04. Why 04? Just to consider the two zeros in the pure base of 100. Likewise, in 95, you will write minus 05. Just remember, you will write minus 05 and not 5, just to take care of the two zeros in the pure base of 100. I hope this step is clear to all. What do we do next? The next step is you just cross tabulate. You can see this 96 minus 05 and 95 minus 04. Okay. What is 96 minus 05? Or 96 minus 5, when you see that the calculation comes to 96 minus 5, in the cross tabulation it comes to 96. For the first one, I will just write this, my 96 minus 05 is 91 and 95 minus 04 is also 91. So, what do we see? Uniquely it comes to the same calculation of 91. So, that means one answer, the first part of the answer we have received in the case when we are multiplying both numbers of this less than the same base, that is 91. What about the second part? The second part, as we multiply, 4 5s are is 20, and since minus into minus is plus, so we will consider the plus sign of it 20, and we will consider 20 considering the two zeros of the pure base. So, we will write here 20, and the final answer of this question comes out to be 9120. Think a question in your mind. For your thinking, for the thought process to be active, I am giving you a question right now. Talk about 93 into 97. See how fast you are in your calculation with Vedic Maths. 93 into 97. Some of you have got it right, and kudos to all those who have got it right through the method of Vedic Maths. We move on to the next step. Now, the question comes, if it is deficient, it can be surplus also, and the question I have on board for you is 112 into 114. Now, if you look at 112, just the trick is just put the numbers on board, 112 into 114. Here again, incidentally, the base happens to be 100. How much it is more than 100? It is plus 12. Why are you writing plus 12? It is an indicator that it is surplus. 114, it is plus 14. It is again an indicator that it is 14 more than 100, okay. So, the base we are taking is 100 as the base, right. Now, the same procedure remains. The thing is, you will cross tabulate, and when you cross tabulate, let us see whether we end up with the same answer. So, 112 plus 14. What is 112 plus 14? Yes, quick thinking. Yes, what is that? Yes, 126, right. And then 114 plus 12. 114 plus 12 is again 126, okay. So, again you can see that uniquely the cross tabulation has led to the same answer. So, the first part of the answer is right, and the first part of the answer is 126. What about the second part of the answer? So, 14 into 12 of course can be taken up in the same way as you multiplied, you will get the same base. You can do that, or you can mentally multiply if that is fine by you. But going by the Vedic maths, what will be 14 into 12? Can some of you do the quick thinking and tell me? Okay, for the benefit of all, let us take it up. 14 into 12, how much it is more? What is the pure base? 10. So, this is 4 more and this is 2 more, right? And then you cross tabulate, 14 plus 2 is 16, 12 plus 4 is 16. So, you take it as 16 and then you multiply, 4 2s are 8. So, what is the answer? 168. Okay, so you put 168 over here, and then because the base we have taken it as 100, so you can accommodate only 2 digits. What about the third digit? It will go in carry. So, the answer becomes 12768. Alright. So, the answer 112 into 114 happens to be 12,768 by Vedic Maths. I hope you are enjoying the learning process. It is always good to understand the different modalities of operation, whichever comes easy by you, whichever opens your mind to new learning. So, I am sure that this learning will open your minds to a Pandora of more thinking and more of mathematics solutions. Alright. So, we have looked at same bases. We will move on to different base, and the first one for you is when both numbers are less than the base. But of course, you can see here it is 994 into 96. So, we will just take it over here, 994 and 96. Now, come on, tell me, what about the base? So, by all logics, see, most of the things are by logics and by common sense. So, 994 we cannot take the base as 100. It has to be 1000 because it is closer to 1000, which is a pure base. So, when you talk about the pure base 1000, is it less or more? I am sure that it is less. How much less? When you take the pure base as 1000, how much less? It is 6 less. So, would you write minus 6? No, you will write minus 006. Is it clear? Minus 006. And what about 96? The base is 100. Again it is less. Less by how much? It is minus. Will you write 004 just to accommodate the previous one? No. You will have to base your thoughts on the base. So, it will be equal to minus 04. Okay. Now, as we did in the previous questions, we have cross tabulated and figured out that uniquely the answer comes to the same. But here cross tabulation does not make sense, and as I just told that it is all about sense making. So, what you do is you just do one way tabulation, because cross tabulation will nevertheless end into the same results. Now, how do you subtract it? Okay, that subtraction is little different from the usual subtraction, you know. That is why, you know, it is very important to unlearn certain things what we have learned to relearn the new things. So, here you will not do 994 minus 4. Generally most of your answers might have come as 990, but here it is little different. And how we look at, you look here 994 minus 04. Where will you place 04? See, you will have to place the you know, the figures like this, the digits like this, that this base, the superior base or the larger base is 1000 and the smaller base is 100. The difference of zeros in both the bases is 1. 1000 is having 3 zeros and 100 is having 2 zeros. So, the difference in the zeros is 1 0. So, in that case you will put a cross over here, and where will you place 04? You will place it over here. I hope that is clear. The difference in the zeros is 1, and when you place the 0 or place the digit in subtraction, you will have to put a cross at number of places in which the number of bases in the number of zeros, the difference in the zeros of the bases. So, suppose had it been 1010, so you can see 1010, there is a difference of 2 zeros, so you will put 2 cross marks and accordingly you will place the subtractant, right. Now, the subtraction comes to 954, okay. So, 954 is the first part of the answer, fine. 954 is the first part of the answer, and for the second part it is 6 4s are, we all know it is 24, and when you talk of 24 you will take full 24 because you will have to consider the lower base, okay. So, the answer becomes 95424, which is 95,424. Isn't that easy? And isn't that interesting that you learned a new technique of multiplication in a different base wherein you have deficient by values, alright. The next one, when both numbers are more than the base, that is the different base, you can see here it is 105 into 12. So, when you talk of 105 and 12, so 105 is more, definitely it is more by how much? If you take the pure base as 100, so it is more by 5. You will automatically think about 5, but you please write it as 0.5. And when you talk about 12, it is the pure basis, definitely there is no sense in taking it as 100, you will take it as 10, and the 10, the base is plus 2, alright. So, you can see here that we have adjusted the values, the surplus values in terms of the pure basis. And you will have to cross tabulate. When you cross tabulate, definitely as we looked into the previous question, there is no point in cross tabulating it because we will never end up with the same answer. So, you will just cross tabulate the right way and you will take it as 105 plus 2 and talk about where will you place it. You will place it the way we did for the subtraction. So, you can see that the difference is of one place in the terms of 0. So, you will put a cross and you will put it over here. So, this becomes 125 into, this is the first part of the answer, 5 2s are 10, and the answer comes out to be 12510, alright. So, I am sure that you have understood the multiplication by the Vedic maths. Thank you all for that patient hearing. I am open to your questions and would look forward to your feedbacks in the links provided. Thank you so much.